Hello dear creatives, welcome to class. My name is Adiola and today I'll be teaching you how to make a turban. But this turban is with a difference. It's so beautiful because of the embellishments. It could be used for brides, it could be used for special occasion. And I also want to say thank you so much for joining us this wonderful tutorial. Okay, in this class I'll be teaching you how to make a crisscross front turban. I'll be teaching you how to make your turban depth with joining. We have different types of turban depth, but this turban is unique because of the lines, okay, the lines that the depth has. And also I'll be teaching you how to pleat your turban, okay, and this turban is very unique because of the crisscross front. I'll be teaching you also how to pipe your crinoline for turban embellishment. Okay, and here are the materials you'll be needing for this project. I have my fabric right here. This is called Dorish. I don't know what this is called in your area, but you can use any fabric, any stretchy fabric of choice. Okay, I have my brooch right here. I have my crinoline. This is a crinoline that has it's actually called silver white. Okay, you can use any crinoline of choice. I have my fabric chalk right here. I have my needle and my matching thread. I have my feathers for embellishment, and I have this beautiful ornaments. It's actually called leaf ornaments. So you can use any ornament of choice, any embellishment of choice. But for this project, I'll be making use of all of this. I need my pearls. This is a flat back pearls. Okay, and most importantly, my office pin. And I'm not forgetting your measuring tape is very important. So let's get started. Okay, welcome back, and this is my fabric right here. Don't forget to always straighten your fabric with iron, okay, with light heat. So I'm placing my fabric on fold right now, and please take note that you have to mark on the wrong side of your fabric. Okay, don't mark on the right side of the fabric. So I'm placing this fabric on fold right here, but I'm going to tell you that the head circumference that I'm using for this project is 23 inches. My head circumference is 22, and I'm adding 1 inch for seaming allowance. Now if you are using a non-stretchy fabric, you can use 24 inches, okay, and come in by 1 inch so you can have your exact head circumference. I'm going to take that again. If you are using a stretchy fabric and your head circumference is 23, add 1 inch, add 1 inch to it, making 24 inches. So by the time you sew for this, by the time you come in, okay, by the time you sew, that's the seaming allowance. The 1 inch is going to be for the seaming allowance. You have your exact head circumference. But if you're using a non-stretchy fabric and your head circumference is 23, make your head circumference 22. Okay, add 2 inches, and by the time you come in by 1 inch for your seam allowance, you have 23, so it can fit properly. Okay, so this is 22 inches. 22 inches plus 1. My head circumference is 22. So I added 1 inch for seam allowance, and I placed the fabric on fold. That means I'm dividing 23 inches into 2. That is 11 and half. And this is what I have right here. Okay, so the length of your fabric right here is 20, or is your head circumference plus 1. And also take note that you need to place your head circumference where the fabric is stretchy. Okay, this other part here is not stretchy, so make sure you make your head circumference the stretchy part because it's going to go around your head. Okay, so that's for the length. Then for the width, I have 4 inches right here, so I'm going to mark 4 inches, okay, from one edge to the other. Make sure your measurement is accurate. I would like to say that our videos are not for sale. If anyone is trying to sell it, please contact the number on your screen. So I'm going to cut out my 4 inches by 23, and I'm going to cut 4 pieces. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cut this, and I'll show you how it looks like when I'm done. Welcome back, dear creatives. So I have 4 pieces of my 23 inches by 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and I'm going to place the fabric with the right side facing each other this way. Okay, and for the other one too, because I'm going to do a running stitch like this. So I'm going to secure with my office pin from one edge to the other, and put it aside. Okay, welcome back, dear creatives. And I have my fabric here, and I want to cut my band right now. So I'm going to measure 3 inches right here by your head circumference. Don't forget that I'm working with 23 inches right here. So I'm going to go ahead and measure 23 inches by 3, and I'm going to cut out 2 pieces of this. Welcome back, dear creative. So this is my 3 inches by 23. Okay, and this is the other part right here. So I'm going to go ahead and attach my band, which is this, to 2 pieces right here. Don't forget that I separated the 4 pieces of my body. Okay, so this is 2 right here, and I attach the other 2. So I'm going to attach one of the band to the body, just the way I attached the second band right here to this body here. So I'm going to go ahead and fold my band right here and make sure the edges are equal. Okay, and attach it to your body right here, meaning your base. The body is the base, and this is the base right here. So I'm going to go ahead and attach it with my office pin. Okay, just go ahead and secure it here. Make sure the edges are equal. Attach it with your office pin right here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that till I get to the other edge here, and I'll show you how it looks like when I'm done. Okay, welcome back, dear creatives, and this is how it looks right here. So I'm going to go ahead and sew this edge, okay, to join my band to my base, and also I'm going to go ahead and sew this part right here for both parts. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do my running stitch, and I'll show you how it looks like when I'm done. Welcome back, dear creative. So this is my turban almost getting ready, and I've done my running stitch right here, and this is how it looks. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and place my fabric with the band part facing me this way. Okay, and the other pieces, I'm going to place my fabric with the band part here facing the right side, forming a cross. Okay, please pay attention to this part. You might have to watch this part over and over again because it's a little bit tricky. Okay, I'll repeat. Place your fabric with the band part here facing you, and the other fabric with the band parts facing the right hand side. So I'm going to pull this and fold it over, okay, with the wrong side facing each other this way, and I'm going to pull the other parts this way. Now if you notice, this part here is flat and this part is lying sideways, and this is where you pick your front, meaning the part that goes to the front of the head. So you're going to secure this part with your office pin right here so you don't get confused, because you're still going to join the lines. Okay, so this is my band part here. Okay, this is how it looks. This is my band part. This is the front part of my turban. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just close up this part right here. Okay, just pay attention. I'm going to, this is the flat part, and this is the other part, and this is your band right here. So I'm going to go ahead and close this part up. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and close this line right here. So I'm going to use my office pin to secure, because I'm sewing the right side together. So by the time I open it up, I will join it this way. Okay, so I'm going to secure with my office pin right here. Okay, please don't forget that our videos are not for sale. Kindly endeavor to watch if you are not clear about it. Okay, so going back again, don't forget this is my band part. So basically you are using this band part to check. So I've closed up this line right here with my office pin, and I'm going to go ahead and close up the other parts right here also with my office pin. Okay, so Basically, this is what I'm doing. I'm pulling it tightly because I'm going to close it up to this part right here. Okay, I don't want any hole showing here, so I'm going to tighten it up, secure with my office pin right here, and I'm going to close up the line. So basically, I'm closing up 3 lines. Okay, one on the right, one on the left, and one at the back. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead to secure with my office pin right here. Okay, and I'm going to move on to the last opening. Now this is how it looks right here. This is your band part. Okay, this is the first opening that I'm going to close up. This is the second opening that I'm going to close up, and it's going to leave us with this back part right here. So I'm still going to go ahead and close up this opening right here. Okay, don't forget to like us on Facebook, on Instagram at Allured by Ruby, and also you can join our Facebook group at Allured by Ruby Craft Academy. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just make sure the edges are equal, secure with my office pin this way. Okay, so lastly, I'm going to use one more office pin to secure this part. Okay, so now going back to check before you sew, make sure you check. So this is how it looks right here. This is the front part. This is opening 1, opening 2, and opening 3. So I'm going to go ahead and close up these openings right here, and I'll show you how it looks like when I'm done. Welcome back, dear creatives, and this is how it looks right here. So I closed the 3 openings right here, and I'm going to turn it for you to see, and this is how it looks. Don't forget our band right here. Okay, so this is our band here. This is the front part, and this is the back. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this with the right side facing each other this way, and I'm going to just do a pleat. So this is going to be the back right here. This is going to be the band, this open parts. Okay, so I'm just going to cut out this excess parts right here so I can have uniformity. Okay, so I'm going to turn it right now with the right side facing each other because I'm going to pleat. So I'm going to just go ahead and do like a gathers at the back. This is the open parts, don't forget. So make sure they are properly aligned. Okay, and I'm going to start my pleats from here. So I'm just going to go ahead and pleat this. Okay, just fold it inwards this way. Okay, fold it inwards, secure with your office pin. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and fold also this way, secure with your office pin right here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that till I get to the end. I'm just going to show you how to do that one more time. Just fold it inwards. Okay, fold it inwards, secure it with your office pin right here. So I hope you see what I'm doing. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it this way for you to see what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm just folding the middle part this way, secure it with my office pin. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll show you what to do next. Okay, welcome back, and this is how it looks right here. So I'm just going to go ahead and sew. Please take note that I did not pleat the band part here. Leave it the way it is. So just start your pleating just from the part where your band stops right here. So I'm going to go ahead and just do a stretch stitch down here. Make sure you do a back stitch at the edges to secure your sewing. So I'm going to go ahead and sew this straight, and I'll show you how it looks like when I'm done. Welcome back, dear creatives. So this is how it looks right now. Okay, and this is how it looks inside. Very unique turban. Okay, and this is how it looks at the back. Okay, but before then, I'm going to go ahead and cut with my shear scissors, meaning my zigzag scissors for neat finishing. Okay, welcome back, and this is how it looks. Okay, so I'm going to put this aside and I'm going to show you how to pipe your crinoline. Okay, so this is my crinoline right here. I have 2 yards right here, so I'm going to also use 2 yards of fabric. So this is 2 yards, okay, that's 6 times 2, and this is by 2.5 inch. So I'm going to use this fabric to form my bias. It's the same fabric. Okay, this is silver and this is white. So I just want a touch of contrast. You can decide to use same fabric, it's also fine. So I'm going to use my fabric to do my bias, okay, to pipe my crinoline, and it's very easy. Just make sure you have lots of office pin set aside. Okay, so I'm going to fold this right now, okay, and I'm going to place my crinoline on top of it neatly. Okay, you have to be very meticulous with this, and I'm going to go ahead and fold this also and fold it on top of it. Okay, so this is how it's going to look. Okay, so I think I'm going to go ahead and cut a wider fabric. I'm going to do 3 inches and I'll show you how to do this because I actually want this piping to be very bold. All right, welcome back, and I have 3 inches right here. So, and I think this is going to be perfect because the other one looks smaller. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and fold this way. Okay, place my crinoline on top of it neatly this way. So I'm going to go ahead and fold this into 2. All right, very neatly. Okay, and I'm just going to place it on it like this. So I'm going to go ahead and use my office pin to hold it in place because I'm going to sew it. So that is how to use your fabric to form bias and to pipe your crinoline. Okay, so this stage is quite simple, but you need to be very meticulous, so it has to be very neat. Like I always say, neat finishing is very important. Make sure you practice and submit your practicals to the group. Like I always say, practice makes perfect. Okay, it's better for you to learn from your own mistakes. It's not enough for you to be taught. When you practice, you learn from your own mistakes. I do a lot of practice, and thank God that is what has helped me so far. So there is no magic to anything. You just have to keep practicing. Drop your comments and your questions on the group. I'll be there to answer all of your questions. And don't forget to like us on Facebook at Allured by Ruby, on Instagram also at Allured by Ruby. Also, join our craft academy where we have lots of free tutorials every now and then. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do this till I get to the other part. You can decide to use 1 yard depending on how bold and big you want your embellishment to be. Okay, so after doing that, I'm just going to do a straight stitch from here down to the other edge. Welcome back, dear creatives, and this is how our turban looks. This is looking very beautiful. Okay, so let's move to the embellishment part. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just pleat this crinoline the way you want it to look. Okay, this is unique to your style. Okay, I'm just going to fold this way. Okay, can you see? Fold it into like 3-4 steps. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just fold it. All right, and just keep folding till I get to the other edge, and I'm just going to tack it down this way, okay, with my needle and thread. So I'm going to go ahead and tack this down, and I'll show you how it looks like when I'm done. Welcome back, dear creative. So this is how it looks. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead. I didn't cut the thread. I still have my needle and my thread right here. I'm going to go ahead and fit it to the side to see how I want it to sit, and I'm just going to tack it onto my turban. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and tack this down, and I'll show you how it looks like when I'm done. All right, welcome back, dear creative, and this is how it looks right here. So just tack it down the way you want. You can decide to make yours round anyhow you want. It depends on you. So I'm going to go ahead and attach my feathers. okay, one after the other, using my hot glue. Okay, this is my hot glue right here. If you don't have a glue gun, you can just use candle to melt your glue stick right here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just attach this the way I like, scattered around this way, and I'm going to show you how it looks like when I'm done. Welcome back, dear creatives. So this is how it looks, and for me to cover up the parts that I used the glue to attach the feathers, I cut a small pieces of fabric, and I just used it to cover it up. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and attach my brooch. Now, apart from brooch, you can use a ready-made flower. Okay, it is up to you. Okay, and I'm just going to attach this right here. Just clip the brooch parts here. Just clip it right here to cover up the other parts. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that right here, holding it down. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and clip it down, and I'll show you how it looks like when I'm done. All right, welcome back, dear creative, and this is the brooch right here. Make sure your brooch or your flower trim is covering the glued part of the feathers. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and attach my pearls. Okay, this is my pearls right here. Okay, so just cut it into pieces, and I'm going to be using my E6000 glue right here. If you don't have E6000, you can use UHU. Just apply it a little bit on it this way, and I'm just going to glue it down to the body right here. Okay, so let me just show you. I'm just going to go ahead and glue it to this part right here, and that's about today's tutorial. Please practice and submit your comments, your practicals, your questions to the group. Practice, endeavor to practice. I like to advocate, practice, because that is the only way you can learn to become better. Okay, my name is Adiola once again. Join me next time. See you in class next time. Bye.